Sip on mezcal, I like tequila, damn this shit tasty. Yeah, you know I made about $1 million off a pink beanie. I feel like my life is a movie, damn this too easy. Can't catch me, I'm jumping the borders, hit the embassy. It's bag or...
You should tell me about, the NFT space. How is it right now? Because you are in this space. You've sold a few projects, both free and for a price. So you tell me how's NFT market?
It was like, like sunshines and rainbows when it was like 2021 and early 2022s. And right after the bear market, like right when it started, everything went to shit. Okay, so there were days where I just minted an NFT for like maybe like 0.2 ETH or something, and the next day I would sell it for 0.8 or maybe like 1 ETH or something. Like those were the days. The ETH price was maybe like 2.5 or 3 lakhs or something.
Right.
So it was like really, like really high point. And coming from me, like who invested in Ethereum maybe when it was like 20,000 below, like I was making a shit ton of money on that. Right. And the main part that I did was like I didn't buy in. So when it was at a high point, I didn't buy in.
Yeah.
There is a saying, right? Like when it comes on the news, it's not the point where you have to invest.
Yeah.
It's not it.
Definitely.
So right now the market is not that good. Only the higher, the blue chip projects are working, but some projects are working if they got like investment firm backing or something. See, it's gonna change like day after day.
Yeah.
Like if you hear one thing that's trending today and it's gonna fucking completely change in the next day.
Exactly.
I remember when the Goblin Town launched. I was like really really early into that project. I got in when it was like 0.02. Okay, so it went all the way up to like maybe like 9.5 ETH or something.
Right.
So what I did was I aped in maybe like about 30-40 goblins for like 0.02 or something. I made 20x in profits for Goblin Town.
Nice.
But even at that point, it's like really low because right after it sold that, after 2 days it got all the way up to like maybe 60-70x.
Right.
So nobody would know like what's going to happen to this collection after like maybe a day or two.
Right. But do you think, Ravi, in future all this talk is going to change among investors, among retail investors specifically? Do you think people are going to talk about value rather than talking about...
Right now, utility in NFT space is a fucking joke.
Right.
Seriously.
Now. Yeah, currently, yeah.
Everybody is talking about we'll get you into a private group. We'll conduct events. We'll do this. We'll do that. And what happened to all these projects? Man?
Yeah.
Like I've seen people investing in projects where they only give access to a Discord server.
Yeah.
And they'd glorify that Discord server like it's something that never existed before. Okay, so these people made millions. By just doing this marketing things.
Obviously.
Like all the influencers are controlling the market right now.
Yeah.
A tweet can change the future of a project.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So this is at this moment. But the future of NFTs is like designed for something bigger purpose.
Exactly.
It's not about like monkey pictures or something.
Exactly.
Like that.
Yeah.
So we can get a lot of things get done.
Yeah, exactly.
In the space, right?
Exactly.
So the authenticity of ownership and all that. There are like real life houses that have been sold on blockchain.
Exactly.
Like on Ethereum. Like there's been a house that sold for like maybe $75,000 or something through an NFT.
Nice.
So how would these how do these things work is that, for example, if you're a constructor, you're building a house, right? So what you do is like after you finish your LLP or something, you just create a contract on your preferable blockchain. So you're gonna create your contract related to that house. Like for example, you're gonna write the contract like whoever owns this particular token owns the house. Okay. So what you do is like simple things like what we do in real life, like private sale and public sale. That's the same thing is going to happen in the future. Like it already happened with that particular house, but it's going to happen in the future because it cuts down the process of all these waiting periods, middlemans and all that, right? So it's just with one click you can buy a house. It's just going to come into your wallet.
Exactly.
So you can own the property if you can prove that like on chain.
Okay. Nice.
So that's a great utility of NFTs.
See, as you said, NFTs are definitely designed for something big, something purposeful. Because if you look at some people talking today, they say that crypto is going to die, NFTs are going to die. But what I definitely think is that there's no Web3 without crypto and NFTs, right? Because what I personally think is that Web3 is all about decentralization, democratization, and one main important thing, that is incentivization. Of course, privacy, but also incentivization. So how are these projects going to incentivize without crypto and NFT? I don't think that's possible. So there is definitely going to be a hand of crypto and NFTs in the success of Web3.
What do you think about Indians in the NFT space? Do you think we're there enough?
In the NFT space?
Yeah, in the Web3 as a whole.
I don't think
we are there yet?
Yeah, we are there yet, and I don't think majority of us don't understand this space really well, right? So let's take an example now. There is ChatGPT that has come in. It's in the news for a while now. It caused a stir on social media saying that it might be the next Google search or something like that, right?
Whenever a new thing comes, it's always going to be the next big thing.
Yeah, and I think most of the Indians did not understand it really well, right? Because ChatGPT is the future, is what I think, because it's already giving human-like responses to the questions that you ask, right? And it's still in a prototype stage, okay? And tomorrow, if it goes big, it will urge all these big companies like Google and Bing to focus on incentivization model, because there is a lot of privacy with ChatGPT. It's not asking you any location access or something like that, like how Google does for all its services. So that privacy thing is already there. Tomorrow, if ChatGPT comes up with some tokenization model, then it's going to disrupt the entire space, right? So it's really important for Indians, or not only Indians, for the entire world to understand that there's no Web3 without crypto and NFTs, and big companies like Google are also going to think that way if they really want to enter Web3 space.